Hello, my dear friends. Welcome to our classroom. How are you all? Very good. So today we're gonna look the introduction and the summary of the lesson On the Face of It by Susan Hill. So let's see what is introduction of the story. This is a play featuring an old man, Mr. Lamb, and a small boy named Derry. Drury suffers from a complex actually. He gets one side of his face burned. He always remains withdrawn and defiant. He doesn't like to be near people as he can't stay their uncharitable looks and remarks. Mr. Lamb himself has a thin leg. He has a very positive attitude towards life and people, just like opposite of Derry. He shows the right way of judging men, matters, and life to this young Derry. So this is how the story is about, and we will see more little in summary. Okay, very good. So let's start the summary. So in the summary, I would like to tell you about first Derry. It's like the first scene is like Derry enters the lamb's garden. Lamb has a garden. So just our main character of the story, Derry, the little Derry, he enters Lamb's garden. Okay, so let's see what's happened there. It's like Derry walks slowly and cautiously through the long grass. He enters Lamb's garden. Mr. Lamb speaks to him when he is close at hand. Derry startled. So when Mr. Lamb speaks to him, he just shocked. Startled means he's just shocked. He's apologetic. He didn't know if there was anybody there. Mr. Lamb tries to make Derry very comfortable. Okay, no problem. Mr. Lamb we know already how Mr. Lamb is he's very positive attitude person, right? So he just tried to make him Derry very comfortable with him. He can pick up crab apples. Derry need not to go away on Mr. Lamb's account, okay? Because Derry was like, okay, let's move away from here because we know that Derry don't wants to face people, right? But what happened here? Mr. Lamb make him more comfortable and no need to go away from me or from the garden, right? Yeah, he doesn't mind who comes in the garden. The gate is always open. Derry did not need to climb over the wall of the garden actually. Derry says that he didn't come there for stealing. Mr. Lamb assured him that he can stay there. Derry was like a little bit not comfortable, like he was trying to convince the guy who is that Mr. Lamb. I don't want to steal anything, or I don't mean to steal anything. I just pass by like that. But the man, Mr. Lamb, was very positive man, and he tried to make him more comfortable with him. Okay, yeah. So this is the first scene about. Now, when you go to the second phase of the story, it's like we have to tell about, we have to say about Derry's face, because why he is introverted, why he is withdrawn, why he don't want to see people, or why he keep away from the mainstream of life himself. Now we know how they met together, and now they made a conversation, and now both of them are very comfortable each other. Now let's see what is the problem with this guy who is Derry. Why he is introverted, why he want to keep away himself from other people or from mainstream of life. Let's see. Derry says that people are afraid of him. Now Derry is speaking with Mr. Lamb, and he is telling him like people are afraid of him. They look at his face and find it terrible and ugly. Even when he himself sees his face in the mirror, he is afraid of himself, right? Yeah, so pity. Mr. Lamb says that he will get the ladder and a stick and pull down, grab apple. So even though Derry is speaking himself, speaking about himself to Mr. Lamb, he was just trying to change the subject. He just like he was like, okay, I'll just get my ladder and let's put up some pull down some grab apples, like that. He makes jelly. Actually he makes jelly from these apples. Derry doesn't want Mr. Lamb to change the subject. He still go on continuing. He wants to talk about himself. Mr. Lamb thinks that perhaps Derry's face got burnt in a fire. Derry actually, Mr. Lamb thought maybe he got fired. That's why half of his face got burnt. Actually, what happened is he got acid all down on that side of his face and it burnt it all away. So half of the face got burnt by acid. The acid ate up his face, let's say like that. So pity. Okay, now we knew what is the problem with our Derry. Yeah, because of this half burnt face, he feel very like he don't want to speak with people. Like he's afraid of people. Like what he's in mind, he thought that maybe they got afraid of by my ugly face, or like that. Yeah, now let's see what Mr. Lamb have any specific stuffs or what makes him different. Okay, yeah, actually Mr. Lamb is a man having a tin leg. You know that Derry says that they are not similar. Mr. Lamb is old, Derry is young. So of course now Derry, he knows that Mr. Lamb's one of the leg is a tin, but still Derry is like Mr. Lamb is old but I'm young. Derry has got burnt face. Lamb has got a tin leg. Similarly, one green plant is called a weed and another is flower. Of course, who will be here the weed? What is weed? Weed is kind of a plant, wild plant, like it will grow by itself, and it's not useful that much actually. So here the green weed is Mr. Lamb and the flower, of course, it's Derry. It's all life. However, no matter, right? Yeah, it's all life. It's growing. Lamb got his one leg blown off. Actually, blown off means destroyed by an explosion, So he lost one of his leg by an explosion. Some kids call him Lammy Lamb, But he doesn't mind. Actually, he thought like, oh, okay, it suits me like that. He doesn't put on trousers to cover his leg. A tin leg or a burnt face are not the only thing to be taken notice of or to be stared at, right? Yeah, this is his point of view. Who's Mr. Lamb's? According to Mr. Lamb, a burnt face or a tin leg is nothing. It's not a matter to be taken notice of, to observe of, or to stare at. There is plenty of things. People actually, they don't have time to look at you, man. This is how Mr. Lamb. There are so many other things like crab apples, weeds, sunflowers. So here Mr. Lamb is like, he would like to see the beautiful aspects of life. Why you go for the negatives? Just try to open your eyes for the positives, the beautiful, the stuffs that it gives you more pleasure and energy. Okay, they deserve our attention. Yeah, Mr. Lamb enjoys life and people as much as he can. See, this is how people should be, right? Yeah, never use your time to regret or what I don't have. Just use your time to find out what I have and how can I be happy with that. Yes. Now the next section is, we know that he's suffering from a complex. Let's see what it is. Okay, then we're gonna wind up this section for now. Derry says that people have told many fairy stories to console him. Okay, don't worry what to do, this is fate, you have to be courage, like that. It's common. We used to hear a lot of stuffs like this. They said that it is not important what you look like. People tell these comforting lines only to console him. But Derry knows that he will not change. He will stay as a monstrous beast. This is the usage by himself to his face, or like he know very well that he doesn't change. Of course, it's burnt face. So he will continue as a monstrous beast in his entire life. This is what he fixed in his mind. No one will kiss him ever. Only his mother, and she too kiss on the other side of his face. Oh my God, look. So he's like, nobody will kiss him, of course. And the mother, of course, she do. But you know what she does? Yeah, she's kissing the other face of even other side of the face. He doesn't care if nobody ever kissed him. He's like, okay, I don't mind. It's okay, I don't mind whoever kissed me or not. Then Mr. Lamb was like, in a way, like, oh, really? Mr. Lamb asked Derry if he doesn't care to be kissed by a pretty girl. Of course, right? Yeah. Girls with long hair and large eyes, imagine. Will he not like to be kissed by the people he loves? Yeah, see? Anyway, Derry replies that no one will ever kiss and loved him. So see, this is makes us also feeling so sorry for Derry, right? Yeah, because of the face, he thought nobody will love me, nobody will kiss me. I will continue my life like this, alone in the mob, like that. He is grieved that he won't ever look different. Even he grows as old as Mr. Lamb, he will look the same, of course. So he's fixed his mind. Nothing change gonna be in my life. I will just finish my life like this. He will still only have half a face. Mr. Lamb replies that Derry may have a half face. You may have only a half face, but the world has got a whole face. Okay, whole face. So you should look at it. Okay, ignore about yourself, man. The world has a whole face, so you should look at it. Okay, don't bother. You have eyes, you have mind, you have everything. Just go forward. This is how Mr. Lamb replied to Derry. So this is like a conflict between the positive mind and the negative mind attitude also, right? So let's see what happening next onwards. So this is for now. Thank you for listening, and please do comments on the session. Thank you. Bye bye. See you.